you guys. Okay. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I just had a family crisis. Of course, this is honestly what happens to me. This is one of the reasons I always hesitate to go live. So, we're talking about real life. So, if I'm like ordering an Uber driver for my daughter while I'm doing this, and I never had Uber before. So, good morning. Good morning to you, Debbie. Good morning to Allie. So glad you're here. Um, Good morning, Patty and Lori D and Megs. Guys, this is exciting on a Saturday morning. I just hope the world doesn't collapse while I'm trying to do this. Good morning, Edith in Maine. She says, such a treat. Yay. Good morning, Carrie. It's so good that you guys are here. Good morning, Luisa. Oh my goodness. So good to see all of you. So I have been doing, I didn't even change. I was supposed to be in this my sweater that I wore yesterday for my members, but because I had an emergency crisis, because, mom life, I did not get to change. So I am making a tweak to my channel. When I started my channel, I kind of had a vision. I didn't know how to get there of really helping the woman who's struggling. And in the midst of it all, I feel like I got myself involved in like hustle culture and productivity, which isn't all bad, right? And I feel like I have been able to help people to kind of declutter and, you know, work on their own homes. I do really feel like your home fuels your life. It shouldn't be your life, but it definitely fuels your life. You'll have to excuse my projects over here. Check your ride every time. Okay. Good, good. We have a driver, you guys. Oh my goodness gracious. I have just entered a new season of life coming here to Vermont and trying to balance Grammy life with real life, with chronic pain and all of the things. And, oh, she's in Jericho. That's a good thing. Okay. Half hour or more. That is too late. Can I cancel? Oh man. You guys, I'm so sorry about this, but I'm going to take care of my issues in my family live. She won't get here for half an hour, so I am asking her if we can cancel, and we'll have to just do our best with dad. And to my husband, Uber will arrive too late, so you're our only hope. You guys, can you just feel the tension? She said, yes, you won't be charged. Okay, just canceled that. Yeah. Sometimes I can't save the world. And this is what I am learning in life. And this is the direction. I mean, honestly, I didn't mean okay, my husband went to an event this morning and he's late. And my daughter is helping someone at the library and she's getting paid to do it. And she's going to be late. So I am trying to fix it because raise your hand if you are a fellow fixer. Good morning, Elizabeth, Alice. So now I'm going to unplug. Good morning, Carrie. Did I say that? Louisa, Alice, Elizabeth, Anne. So glad that you are here. So this is what I'm tweaking my channel for real life, and it's going to be a process. Also, there have been some who have said that my sound when I use my microphone is not good. There's buzzing and everything. So I'm working on it, and I appreciate anyone who has given me that feedback. Edith says, aren't all mothers fixers? Yes, Carrie's saying fellow fixer. Allie, stress, real life. It is. And so, this is what I want. I want calm on my channel, even though I'm coming right out of chaos. I want to represent. Do you still want me to come? Please cancel. Canceling. That's canceled 10 times, but I'm just happy they're not going to charge me. you guys. So if something doesn't serve us having a more, she can't, you have to. Oh, I have to on the Uber site. Oh no, I don't know how. Hold on just a minute. Yvonne, can you help me please? I need you to cancel this and I don't know how. And then can you bring me up my phone? Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, here's what I'm going to really share. And it's a little bit of a Debbie saying fixer here, recovering fixer. Ellie says stress real life. It is real life. Yvonne, I guess I have to cancel the Uber on the Uber site. I've never used Uber in my whole life. Here's what I want to share today. I'm changing my channel. Hopefully, it'll be a tweak. Maybe not. Maybe it won't even feel like a change to some people. Away from the whole, to a more balanced life, to a more real life, to a more real representation of what we're all going through. The danger I feel sometimes in showing like a cleaning video, a decluttering video, is that I give the impression of getting, thank you, way more done in a day than what I can actually get done. Hey, can you shut the door on your way out? Okay. So I'm learning, doing a little I have notes, doing a little at a time in a way that fits this season really is enough. And I'm just glad you're here with me for the journey. So you're going to be witnessing my journey as I try to minimize stress, minimize overactivity. Amila, good morning from Burr Cold, Ohio. It is Burr Cold, Vermont, too. Let me tell you what, we've been getting some really cold weather. I always love to be interrupted in my lives. That's the whole point of a live, is that we can chat together, but there is a delay back and forth. So never get upset that you are interrupting me. That's what I want. I want us to be on this journey together. I always get great advice in the comment section, and I want to utilize the great advice and hopefully give you some advice too. For some of you, I'm a little bit ahead of you in life, and for others of you, we're in the same place. And for others of you, you're a little bit ahead of me in life. And let's take all that into account. So I mentioned this to the membership. So for you guys, this is a repeat, and I hope, and I have mentioned this in a former public live as well. Our energy falls into three basic categories: red light, yellow light, green light. All of us have a basic rhythm. I am a morning person. Other people are a night person. I've tried to be a night person. I've tried to post videos that were like night cleaning with me years ago. And I'm telling you what, it used to be, well, it's supper time and it has been for years. Supper time, I go to red light. So your green light energy is, where are you the most productive in your day? Debbie is saying she loves my slow productivity mantra. Good. That's where we're headed. I'm so glad you like it, because that's all I got. And I am a morning person. And then yellow light is, I can still get some stuff done, but I'm starting to fizzle. Red light is, we are done. I need to sit down. There are things you can get done in your green light, things you can get done in your yellow light, and things you can get done in your red light time. Hopefully, red light time is relaxing, maybe self-care, maybe a gentle craft in front of the TV. You know, it's a Netflix show. It's reconnecting with your family, maybe sitting with your husband. Sometimes, although I am not even conversational, honestly, after 8:30 p.m. lately, I go up in my room. Last night, I did a little bit of painting on my paint by number, and then I went to bed. Just, it's knowing who you are and what is your rhythm. Now, for some of you, now Lori D is like me. She's saying morning is my most productive time too. Trish says, hello from London. Hello. London, Arizona. Arkansas, Arizona. I don't know my initials. I'm an empty nester. Love this season of life. For some of you, in your green light time, you're working. You're at work. Arkansas. Okay. And so in my, when I did this video last time when it was public and I was talking about green light, yellow light, red light, I was talking about, scheduling the bulk of your activity, like if you want to declutter, if you want to clean in your green light. Now, wouldn't that be nice if we were all available in our green light time? So, we had a series of unfortunate events before moving to Vermont that are affecting us now, by the way. How cute is this little cup? Where both my daughters, well, not, I have four daughters. Two of my daughters, two out of three living at home, their cars died to a point that it wasn't worth fixing them. Two different times, months apart. So when we came to Vermont, one car. Okay, so now what do they need to do? They need to get jobs so that they can afford a car, right? So we're one car family, which honestly, in most cases, is fine, except that I can't let them take a car. It's, yeah, I have a large SUV and I'm the one driving it. Mags, that's me at work when I'm in my green light. So for Mags, and I'm even going to say, like on Friday, I had a daughter who had an appointment at 10:40, a daughter who had an appointment at 1, a daughter who needed to be picked up, or excuse me, yeah, I picked up from work at 3:30. She was dropped off. Okay, let's start back. I had a daughter who needed to be dropped off work at 7. And it's 20 minutes from our house, 25 minutes. So we give it a half an hour. So leave at 6:30, drop her off at 7, get home at 7:30. A daughter who had an appointment at 11, leave at 10:40, get home at 12:30. Then she had an appointment at 1, which was like a job. She was getting side hustle, getting paid for. Then leave at 3:30, or excuse me, leave at 3, pick up the 7 o'clock daughter, and got Yvonne in the car and then pick her up, drop off Yvonne. I'm home by 5. Now we're babysitting Jabari while Yvonne's at work. Leave at 8, pick up Yvonne at 8:30, back at 9. Okay. So there is your, what is your energy? And I'm saying all this to kind of, number one, help you if you are scheduling yourself and to more, not even to schedule yourself, but to understand what season of day, even not just season of life. There's season of life, but then there's the day. What can I really expect to get done in this day for, like, Mags, if all of my green light energy is taken at work? Okay, so what am I actually able to do with yellow light energy? And for some of you, like me, I can increase my productivity if I have something going on in my ears, like a podcast, a YouTube channel, that sort of thing. And then there's always the question, should I? So, recording what is going on in your day is very helpful. So, this particular planner that I happen to have, and you can print these, you can write it in a journal, but it does have time stamps, hourly time stamps. So, I have begun just like writing down what's happening in the day. And what I do at the beginning of each week, I write down any appointments or schedules that involve me. Good morning, Anna from Georgia. So glad that you're here. So I write down any scheduling things that involve me. So now I know that those blocks are taken. Then I write, and I've been sharing this over and over. Over here is to-dos that I hope to get done during the week. I do not block schedule myself because anything I put on a schedule, if it doesn't happen, makes me feel like a failure. I am really sensitive to the feelings of failure. Good morning, Paula. Glad that you are here. Paula's Own Pace, such a great channel name. Karen's Own Pace, that's what we're doing here. Then anything I do get done that is on the list then goes here. So if I do get it done, then I'm writing it there and it becomes my to-do list. Good morning, Jennifer from Georgia. I didn't realize this is a live, just popped up when I touched my phone. Yay, I'm so glad that you're here. We're just talking about life, man, and how to schedule it and how to be gentle. Jennifer, good morning, y'all from Georgia. Also, I didn't realize. Okay, but Paula's Own Pace. Yes, Karen's Own Pace. You know what? Interesting. Just going to put it there. Karen's, I don't know. We're not going to get into channel names right now, but because I digress. So the first thing to think about and how much can you expect from yourself is Where is my energy during the day? Second, what are the non-negotiables of my day? If I have to drive a kid, they're all adults. If I have to drive someone to an appointment or work, that is a non-negotiable. Jennifer says that's what I need to listen to. If I have to make a meal, so to feed my family, that is a non-negotiable. Thank you, Lear 635 says your to-do list is the best invention. And we're going to expand the to-do list. Okay. So your non-negotiables are as strong as knowing this is red light, because what happens is as soon as you have a non-negotiable, it's as though it's a red light moment, because there's no way that you can get the things on your brain. And I don't call it a to-do list, on your brain dump. If it's a to-do list, I'm expected to do it. If I can't get to it, it's not going to get to done. It's going to stay to do. And so I'm trying to identify, yes, that's a long story, longer, Allie. Are there public buses and trains? Yes. Crazy schedules, not what we hoped. If we lived in Burlington, then it's every 30 minutes. But living out here in Milton, it's like twice a day. So we're 20 minutes out of the city. So it's more like twice a day. So, and because it's so cold, walking to and from and all that. And obviously I could drive them to the bus on this end, but on the other end, they'd have to walk to it. So anyway, my husband's texting me now. But I just say that as an illustration because we all have those non-negotiables in our schedule. So you have to take all that into account. Not only that you have to do the non-negotiable, but that is going to rob you of your energy. Now, let me tell you other energy things that are sucking the life out of you. Other things to know. You have endless decisions you are making. And this is what I'm going to start working on my channel, because I'm going to work on it in my life, is where can I automate my life? Meal plans, cleaning, and not cleaning, but not deciding what to clean next. We're going to start talking about that in another video. If you have children, and it doesn't matter, grown or young, you have grown children, what problems are they facing? In what ways are they making poor decisions that you cannot control? What struggles is your husband facing if you're married? And how about your parents? How about your sister? How about your brother? It weighs on you. It takes energy. What problems are happening in your country where you live? What are world events are happening? And I'm not mentioning what's going on in the United States. The United States needs a lot of prayer, because I want you to have an escape from it when you're on my channel. And I don't want to spend time going back and forth on what I believe is clear, right, and wrong. And I want it to be a safe place for you. But I'm telling you that world events weigh on you and they rob energy. Noelle, hi, Karen, watching from Rockingham, Western Australia. Also empty nester, yay. That's awesome. Yeah, so we're all in different phases of life, but all of us have times in the day when we have lots of energy, times when we have none. So I'm talking about things that rob your energy. Also, chronic illnesses, or your body as you get older, we don't have the same kind of energy. We have aches and pains. I personally deal with chronic pain. So all of this helps you to understand the limit to your productive time. The danger of being a content creator is for me, it's quite a dopamine hit. I'm just going to be very, very, Sharon saying, wow, Australia. I'm going to be very, very transparent. It is a dopamine hit when people say to me, you're amazing. I can't believe what you got done. That's a dopamine hit. It's very addicting. But where I want to tweak and move in a new direction is I want to always emphasize, you got to run your own race. You got to walk your own path. You're not going to get done what you see somebody else getting done, because you have different non-negotiables. You have different limitations. Okay. And you can't always, You can't like, I want to have a calm live that talks about how to live a peaceful life and kinda keep it all in balance, and meanwhile, 5 minutes before I'm supposed to go online, my family's blowing up out here trying to figure out how to get my daughter, or I'm trying to figure out how to get my daughter to a very important appointment to her on time, getting an Uber, then the Uber promises a certain time, and then when you actually schedule, the lady's like, "I'm a half hour away," and you're like, "Mm-mm. No, 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 no." Just all of that going on. So, so here are my recommendations to you if you're like me. Trish says, yes, illness robs you. And it could be your illness or someone else's. I had a 4-hour nap yesterday and I'm still exhausted. Now imagine, Trish, you watch, and there's nothing, I watch these, and okay, you watch a YouTube video where somebody cleans out their garage in a weekend, and you're like, oh man, this weekend I'm going to clean out my garage. And then you wake up Saturday and you feel like, I am exhausted. There is no way. Okay. So, as somebody who is exhausted, I have a lot of non negotiables and um, I have chronic pain. I want to start really representing that because I'm sure that's on the internet. I just don't know where it is. Somebody who is in my age category, they might be doing talking head like I'm doing right now, but I don't see them like doing it. I want to do it along with them and I want to see them do it, if that makes any sense. So I'm kind of like using what I need and to assume other people might need it too. So I'm choosing the brain dump over the to do list. I'm because knowing it's a brain dump just means I need to get it out of my brain. I'm not telling myself I've got to do it. And sometimes I don't need to be the one to do it. Maybe it's going to be someone else in the family. I choose the to-da over the to-do, writing what I got done rather than what I need to do, and just pulling from that brain dump. I am carrying things forward on my brain dump that don't get done. So anytime I get something done on my brain dump, I cross it off, and anything not crossed off can go on the next brain dump. Now, sometimes I find out that I did a brain dump, but there's some stuff that really didn't need to happen. And so on the next one, I might see something that I'm like, you know what? I actually don't feel like I need to do that. And so I'm going to skip it. I'm not putting it on the brain dump. We have to give up over scheduling. And one of the dangers in an older season of life or in a season where you're maybe not well or when things pop up is the expectation that you can do everything you did before, even though everything else just changed. Good morning, Joy. I'm so glad that you're here. Um, so, when everything changes, what you're able to get done in a day is going to change. And sometimes everything changing can be you tweaked your neck, you tweaked your knee, you got sick. Oh my goodness, we got that flu over Christmas time in for the family, and I don't even feel like I'm 100%. I was really praying about this in the car. One of my frustrations, and I was telling God all about it, is Lord, I love to work. I love to clean, to declutter, to film, to edit, all of the things. My family, it's not that they don't love to work, but they don't love cleaning or decluttering or the endless projects I have going on my head that my husband's like, did you just buy something else I need to put together? And I'm like, no, I'm going to put it together this time. And he's like, um, and I'm like, Lord, why is it I'm the one who doesn't have the energy and has the chronic pain? Not that I want chronic pain for anyone else. I'm just saying, why am I dealing with this when I'm the one who loves to work? Could I just please do the work? Ali says, I like watching an organizing or decluttering video and then going and doing the exact same thing in my home. It makes it easy to digest and embrace it and gets me motivated and it's not overwhelming. And I love that. That's the way it should be. Lori D, I've been doing a brain dump since you suggested it. I like that it takes the pressure off to get the whole list done. Yes. And so then, you see a closet declutter. Here's another thing that I just thought of because between Allie and Lori, Michelle says, you and your husband need a vacation alone. It's important to do this every year. And we've never done it once. I got to be honest with you. Um, Sometimes you might have something on your brain dump And then you watch a video where someone cleans out the closet and you're like, "You know what? I'm really motivated to clean out my closet right now." Well, I think you should just if the brain dump is negotiable, like you don't need to get it done right now, I feel like you should drop whatever was on your brain dump, put clean out closet, add it to the bottom of your brain dump, go get it done, and then put it on your to-do list or just put it on the to-do list. And then at the end of the week, if you have a to-do list and you go, why didn't I get anything done on my brain dump list? Because you forgot it was just a brain dump. You can look at your to-do list and go, yeah, but isn't it great that I cleaned out that closet and it feels so good when I open that door? Michelle, okay. I always think I'm gonna. So I'm just so glad you're with me today. And I hope you'll keep commenting how I can be more help to you. I am going to just check something very quickly. I want to make sure I got to say all of the things. I have been considering this, but oh, here's another thing. Here's another thing that I'm hoping to inspire you to do in the coming days. That maybe you do this already. Let's balance life. Can we save a little bit of green energy for you? So we have red light energy, yellow light energy, green light energy. Can you save a little green light energy to do something you enjoy? Can we balance life out with some hobbies? Can we not work ourselves? And maybe you're already doing this. Let me know if you are already doing this. What are your hobbies? What do you like to do? I have been, hopefully you've seen this on my channel. You're going to see more of it as I balance out video content, like what's in a video. So I'm loving my cross stitch right now. I'm loving my paint by number. I was doing diamond painting. I love writing the scriptures, writing from my Bible. Those are some of the things that I love to do. Debbie says, okay, I like the to-do list for that reason. Trish says, or Trisha Ball, Karen, it's great your grown kids are around you. My grown kids never come around. They're too busy to call or come see me. And that breaks my heart for you. And isn't it interesting? Because sometimes for me, well, I moved to be closer to my son. I love having my girls, of my four girls around me. I have one daughter and one son I don't get to see. And then I have a son I get to see every once in a while, which I would like to plan a time to go see him. I have 7 kids, so the opportunities are, and I moved here to be with my oldest. I could see with his schedule, we weren't going to get to see him. And he has 3 out of 4 of my grandchildren. And so that was a big motivator for us to just go to him. But I'm so sorry, and I pray that changes for you. Vivian, hello from Germany. Hello, I'm happy to catch you live before it's over. That's usually my luck. The to-do list is a game changer on how I feel in the evening, and I'm so glad. And I think you should put everything on the to-do for 2 reasons. So, okay, I want to see us balancing life with things we enjoy as well as productivity things. And even if you love productivity like me, I still think it's important for us to have some relaxing things, painting, drawing, walking, hiking, get your nails done, go to dinner with a friend, go to lunch, go to coffee, spend time with your husband, play board games, online games with other people. I don't know. There's some that people are our age. I have no idea what that would be, but I'm just saying. Um, because when we get to an age or stage where we cannot be as productive, even if that is our hobby, raising my hand, decluttering became a hobby, then you have to have something. Because to be honest, like doing my little cross stitch bookmarks printed, thank you for mentioning that. When we watch TV, it helps me not to feel unproductive. Having a hobby that I'm doing and I'm focused on, when I cannot work on my feet, it helps me still feel productive, and I can purchase things in those areas where I can give as gifts or, so having some things that are just with my red light energy, I'm done for the day, something in my hands, or I don't feel good today. When I had the flu, I was so glad that I had the cross stitch. It wasn't a stomach flu. It was like the fever, chills. I was so glad I had something in my hands to help me feel productive as I watched The Closer on Netflix, like hours of binge watching while I'm cross stitching. It was the only thing I had the energy to do. So, developing that side of your life is so helpful for those of us who can be a bit type A and want to go, 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 do, do, do. It really does help us to have something in our hands when we are calm. So, even if you are still in the go, 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 do, do, do stage of life, I encourage you to develop some calm hobbies in your life so that when you do feel ill, you have something in your hands or that you can do that doesn't take a lot of energy. Allie, the Council on Aging gives us free rides to our appointments, which is a blessing, but they have time constraints. They have windows for when they can make appointments. And I think that's true for everything. Like it sounds great, but there's always constraints. So, in closing, as we kind of wrap this up, I want you to know. Hannah says, "Hello, love all your motivation. Will you try any container gardening in your new place?" I would like to. I saved a tomato container thing that I got from Goodwill. It was one of the few things we did. My husband was like, "Let's get rid of this." And I'm like, "No, let me just try 1 year." I would like to have some plants on the deck. Debbie says, "Thanks for the inspiration. Have a great weekend." You too. Joy is not automatic. We're all searching for joy. It grows through your everyday choices and habits, and it comes from being well rounded, not just work, but also play, also relaxing, also relationships, also giving your time, giving your attention, giving money, whatever you can give, whatever you have. You're giving right now by encouraging other women who are like you. So we want to grow as people. We want to stay curious. We want to learn new things. We want to embrace new experiences. And one of the wake up calls that I had as it was like, I don't think it was turning 60 necessarily, but the timing of turning 60 when I was moving, when I got sick, when all the things came together was I was like, Karen, if you do not start balancing some life, not working all the time. Because there's been times when you see videos up, boom, boom, boom. I mean, those videos, they take a good 8 hours to edit. I was working 7 days a week and I was loving every minute of it. So I'm not mad about it. But I did say to myself, it's time to take a step back. It's time to be more well-rounded and to think about how do I want to spend my last stage of life. So even if I were to say, let's split our lives up into 30-year increments. Thank you, Allie. She says, please thumbs up, everyone. That does actually help. Thank you. Um, so if the first 30 years, you're kind of getting established and growing from childhood to adulthood. And then 30 to 60, let's say, is a very productive, I can rule the world time period. And so even though I have had people bristle at me calling this my last stage, think of 60 to 90 years old. Thank you, Paula, for the thumbs up. 60 to 90 years old is my last stage. How do I want to spend it? What do I want to be able to look back on? And that's kind of where I am and what I'm thinking. So I hope this was an encouragement to you, especially where it's a Saturday. Please put something in this day that you enjoy. What can you do? I'm starting to ask myself every morning, what do I need today? What do I need today? What would fill my cup today? And I'm looking at, here she comes. I'm looking at this that you saw me put in my closet. What are my physical needs, spiritual needs, emotional, intellectual, creative? Not that I can meet all of my needs every day, but what is a couple of things that I can do every single day? Or I don't know. If I say every single day, it becomes retail therapy. There you go. Hey, yes. All the yes. I mean, I got my nails done. Um, what can I don't say what could I do every day because then it becomes another job. It's a to-do list again. What can I do today? What's one at least thing I can do today that will fill my cup? So I hope that you have something today that is going to fill your cup. I promise you, I'm going to do a little filming today. Thank you. I went and got my nails done with my daughter-in-law. So that was so fun because I literally wanted to cry that she invited me. I was so happy. Getting a much needed pedicure this afternoon. Glad to hear that, Elizabeth. I guarantee some of this is going to get done today. I'm going to do a little bit of filming, clean up my room and my bathroom, and I would love to say I'm going to edit, but I'm not feeling it right now. And I'm glad that I could be here with you today. This is filling my cup. I hope it's filling your cup. So, what do you need today, and where can you schedule it in? And if you can't today, what about tomorrow? This live was my happy today. Oh, I'm so glad, Allie. And Allie, did you notice we didn't, anybody, did you notice we had 0 trolls? This happened last time too. I don't know if YouTube has changed since I was doing lives before, but it definitely encourages me to do this more often because I love Allie. I love that you're a moderator, and I love that you, I mean, she has done this. There's somebody else who was moderating too. Her name starts with an M, Michaela or something. Anyway, I've always appreciated that you donated your time, but as far as I know, you didn't have to do any moderating. So everybody who's here is a friend. Everybody who's here, I can tell, is a channel friend that you come here often. So thank you very much. Hey, I love you, and God loves you even more. And I'm looking forward to the future. Allie says all the teenagers, you may have a point there that it could be morning time is the sweet spot. I can tell you that. So my crisis was averted. My daughter got to her appointment on time. I don't know. You guys, I've solved a problem that didn't need to be solved, but I'm kind of wondering if my husband might have broken a couple of speed limits on his way home. Michelle, I recently lost 40 pounds. My blood pressure is now normal. I quit all sugars and now I sleep 8 hours and don't feel tired or exhausted anymore. Diet is important to a good life. Ah, I'm telling you, from your mouth to my ears. Thank you. That's amazing because I have not been sleeping great lately. So it's good to hear. It's hopeful. All right, you guys, I am going to get on with my Saturday. I hope you do too. Hannah saying congrats on quitting sugar. Thank you so much for being here and being such a positive light. You are what makes this channel great. I had my channel audited a couple of years ago, and the person who did the auditing said your strength is your community, and he could not have been more right. So thank you for the part you play. Noelle says, first time watching you live. I never want to make promises, but not your last time, I hope. All right. I love you guys. God loves you too. Have a great weekend, and I will see you as soon as possible with a new video. All right. Bye-bye.